Two things just happened in concurrence that are actually directly related, and they both involve Tesla's right-hand drive cars. Big changes are coming to the market soon, which will affect you if you're a Tesla owner. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and welcome back everyone else. Now, I've had some sort of allergic reaction to a type of penicillin. I think it's called amoxicillin. My goodness, it's driving me mental. I'm so damn itchy. Anyway, I just thought you might like to know that. It's hard just to sit here and talk, making a video. I just want to scratch. If you know a solution, something that's worked for you to get rid of some sort of rash you had or being really itchy, please let me know in the comment section below. My goodness, any help would be massively appreciated. Anyhow, two bits of news that came on different days about Tesla's right-hand drive vehicles. If you connect the dots, obviously they're both related. One, the first thing that happened was this. Tesla expanded its Australia and New Zealand camera-based autopilot. So the news said it was just for Australia and New Zealand, but obviously it's not. It's for right-hand drive cars. So right-hand drive cars will be using Tesla Vision instead of using radar as part of their autopilot, right? Some people say that's good. Some people say that's bad. Depends on who you are. Depends on your perception. But Tesla has expanded its camera-based autopilot strategy, which is known as Tesla Vision, to two new territories, Australia and New Zealand. And it's just obviously a matter of time before it happens to all right-hand drive cars around the world. So where are right-hand drive markets? Well, you've got South Africa, Japan, and the UK, of course, as well as Australia and New Zealand. There's a few others, but they're the main ones. In May 2021, Tesla began shipping Model 3 and Model Y vehicles that were equipped with Tesla Vision, the company's camera-based autopilot feature. Tesla's autopilot and full self-driving suites, which features several active safety measures, are totally powered by cameras and neural net computation. Tesla always planned to do this, said Elon Musk during the earnings call in Q1 of 2021. When your vision works, it's better than the best human because it's like having 8 cameras. I like that idea. I mean, just imagine having, you've got 2 eyes here, 2 eyes there, 2 eyes there, and 2 eyes at the back of your head. That would be incredible. Imagine how good of a driver you would be if you had eyes in all those positions, right? You'd look pretty freaky, like some kind of alien, but you'd be an amazing driver. So the concept, in my view, when simplified, does make a lot of sense. However, Tesla has revealed they are now transitioning both Model 3 and Model Y vehicles that are built from June 2022 for the Australian and New Zealand markets to its camera-based Tesla Vision only, not radar. We're continuing the transition to Tesla Vision, our camera-based autopilot system. Model 3 and Model Y vehicles built from June 2022 for the Australian market now utilize our camera-based Tesla Vision, which relies on Tesla's advanced suite of cameras and neural net processing to deliver autopilot and related features. So what's probably going to happen in the short term? I think in the short term, there's a good chance it will be worse, as in autopilot won't be as good as what it was in the past. But in the long term, it will be significantly better. Obviously, Tesla will continue to work on using these parameters to make the system better, which is what they're doing right now, investing millions of dollars. Really, probably, I don't know the exact number, but I would say at least $100 million a year into this technology. Meaning, yes, your car will improve over time. So even if you get your Tesla vehicle now and you're like, oh, this autopilot's not as good as I wanted it to be, or it's not as good as it used to be, it will become better than it used to be. That's a foregone conclusion. You can't really argue against that because Tesla will continue over the next 5, 6, 7 years to work to make that system better. So what else happened? Well, Tesla's full self-driving beta for right-hand drive cars is estimated for release in late 2022. So if you ordered your car with full self-driving, autopilot and full self-driving, two different things. So if you paid the upgrade to get full self-driving, then if you live in a right-hand drive market, the UK, Japan, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, you will have access to the beta in late 2022, which would be kind of good because you'll be able to use it a lot more than you can now. Elon has forecasted that Tesla's beta right-hand drive will be ready for release later this year. That includes to customers in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Singapore for now. Recently, Tesla Vision expanded to Australia and New Zealand, as I just mentioned. And at the All-In Summit, Musk shared that Tesla has considered increasing its pool of beta testers to 1 million people by the end of the year. Releasing full self-driving beta right-hand drive in Australia and New Zealand will obviously get Tesla closer to the 1 million testers that they're after. The more testers, the more people who are using the system, the quicker it will improve. Now, for those of you who have been hiding under a rock, or maybe you're in the US and you don't really care, which I understand. Last week, Tesla started taking Model Y orders in right-hand drive countries. Model Y vehicles sold out. Some people are saying in 4 hours. I don't know if that's true, but I know they definitely sold out within 2 days for the next year. At least in the Australian market. Let me know if you're in the New Zealand market or the Singapore market or the Japanese market. I'm not sure if they've sold out or not, but I'm assuming they probably would have by now. Now, as I said in my recent video, demand for the Model Y in right-hand drive countries was insane. And Elon released a statement saying it shocked him, which I don't think that's true. I think he's got his marketing pants on now. He's definitely one of the greatest marketers in the history of the world. And if you argue with that, I'm sorry, but you just don't understand marketing. The guy's a marketing genius. But anyway, the point is here that I think Tesla had a very, very good understanding of just how insanely big demand would be for Model Y in right-hand drive markets. Now, if you're in the UK and you're wondering, well, what cars do we get? Are they different to other markets? Yeah, they are. In the UK, you can get the dual motor long range vehicle and soon the performance version. However, in Australia, New Zealand and Singapore, you can get the cheaper rear wheel drive model, which comes with lithium iron phosphate batteries or LFP batteries. It's a lot cheaper. It's around 66,000 Australian dollars. And that means it's only about 50,000 US dollars. So yeah, I mean, the UK version, the base model version, is more expensive, way more expensive than that, because you're getting the dual motor long range version with a longer, bigger battery pack. Here in Australia as well and New Zealand, you can also get the performance vehicle now. But of course, I mean, you can order it now for deliveries happening sometime between August and the end of this year. Now, as far as I know for you UK buyers, the full self-driving beta won't be released this year due to different market regulations in the UK. Could be wrong on that, but that's what I'm hearing. We'll wait and see, and I'll update you if I find any new information. Now, all of this leads me to the next piece of news, which is that Tesla's full self-driving beta version 11 is slated for wide release by summer of 2022. So it's more than likely that when full self-driving beta comes out here in Australia and New Zealand, and I believe Singapore as well, maybe Japan too, by the end of this year, we'll be getting version 11, not the current version that we have now. So what's the difference between the version now and version 11? Well, I'm probably getting ahead of myself just a little bit, because last week Elon Musk projected that full self-driving beta version 10.13 would be released in 2 weeks. And he said the next version of the full self-driving beta, version 11, would have more significant improvements, specifically regarding roundabout maneuverability. So that's one of the changes you're going to see. Yep, there's a lot of roundabouts in Australia. I'm not sure about New Zealand. I have been there a couple of times, but I don't remember. So yeah, full self-driving beta version 11 will be able to handle roundabouts much better than it does now. And recently, a Tesla full self-driving beta tester, James Duma, praised the Autopilot team and Elon Musk for their work on autonomous software. He shared that the software performed perfectly during a 2-hour full self-driving drive through winding mountain roads and described his experience as transcendent. Elon Musk replied to the tester, tweeting back, "In that case, you'll really love 10.13, which obviously is the variant coming out in a couple of weeks, but then we're going to get a newer variant, version 11, coming out by the end of the year or by the summer, maybe within a few months actually. So then here in Australia, we should be getting version 11, which will be much, much better again than the current version out now, because we're talking 2 versions away from where we're at now. Now, full self-driving beta version 10.12 introduced a long list of improvements, including an upgraded decision-making framework for unprotected left turns, improved creeping, and better geometric accuracy. On the 6th of June this year, Tesla started expanding its pool of beta testers by lowering the required safety score to enter the program to 93+. Teslarati has received reports that Tesla lowered the required safety score to 91+. So yeah, you won't actually be able to use Tesla full self-driving beta unless you actually are able to, well, game the game. This is basically a game. It's gamifying software, gamifying safe driving. So you've got to drive in a certain way in order to qualify you to be able to use this system. I haven't used it, so I don't actually know what those qualifications are or if it's hard to qualify. If you have, Let us all know in the comment section below what you had to do and whether or not it was actually difficult in order to qualify to use full self-driving beta. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.